Thank you very much. Pwede kong pa-serve na lang sa table ko. Thank you. Wow! Thanks, guys. Finally, I have company. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, ilan oras na ako dito mag-isa, nag-iisip kung anong gagawin ko and nagutom. And I find myself here. And alam nyo naman, minsan, di ba, pagka nag-iisip ka when you're having a long day, a long week, minsan gusto mo just to be alone and think about what you're gonna do. And after being alone for a few hours, medyo nalulungkot naman. So, thank you for keeping me company. Pero, wait, teka. Hindi lang pala kayo ang kasama ko dito. Parang kilala ko yata yon. Pupuntahan ko yon, baka siguro pwede kong makausap. But stay with me para makilala nyo rin, okay? Hey, Robin.
Hey, man.
It's good to see you here.
Good to see you,
wow,
too.
nice place.
I know. It's tight.
And this is, I guess, the first time we actually really get to talk. I mean, Wish FM, UNTV, we're partners, right?
Partners.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah, oh, thanks so much. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Eating.
And you know that I've been a big fan of your parents since I was a little kid. I mean, I love your mom's sultry voice and your father's sense of humor. Is it okay to ask you a little bit about your parents?
My parents?
Yeah. Yeah, how was it like growing up, Robin?
Well,
You're the eldest, right?
I'm the first from them. All good memories. You know, there's a lot of good memories. My dad is exactly what you see on TV. You know, he's just this flamboyantly hilarious. And my mom's the same too. Like, they're both very fun people. When we were growing up, we had amazing childhood. Our birthday parties they weren't extravagant. They were extravagant, but to a point na it was like themed. I remember I was very into dinosaurs when I was a baby. So we changed our whole garden, into like, they made a dinosaur out of styrofoam and like an obstacle course. You enter the mouth and then you go through the whole system and then you come out the tail. Anyway, it was very cool, very great childhood, great family moments and all that.
How was it growing up in a basically in a celebrity family? Because both your parents were at the forefront at that time. They were probably the most popular in their particular era.
Yeah. For me, I was not the most outgoing kid from my friends, the other celebrity kids. I would stay home. So, in other words, I didn't know how popular my parents were. I went to an international school. So my friends and classmates and my teachers had no idea that my parents were singers or what that meant. So when I went to a Filipino school for the first time, that's when I first realized my parents were like a big deal. Because concerts didn't mean anything to me. I went to a concert every year and I was just, whatever, you know, it's what they do. But I didn't understand that they sold it out. I didn't understand all the things that went together, like what an album meant, what a gold album meant. You know, they won awards every single month, and I didn't care until I grew up. How old am I now? Maybe 6 years ago, I started seriously becoming a musician and a singer. Now it hits me, and okay.
Now you can link it together, yeah.
They were that big a deal, so I get it now. Very late.
Okay.
Very late.
Very
My kid
late.
did not care.
And they did not really.
And they didn't push it on me.
They
That's
did
why.
not.
No.
So they were really just parents.
Yeah, they were parents. They did not say you have to sing or whatever. I mean, every now and then we'd go on like their TV shows to greet them happy birthday.
Right.
I remember we did a song with my dad. So he sang this whole Kenny Loggins song, and my brother and I backed him up, and we didn't care either, you know. But I remember that my dad did mall shows promoting that song with us. And we lip synced it. Sorry, we lip synced it.
Okay.
But there was a part at the end of the song where he made us laugh, and it's recorded.
So
it's
they were
recorded.
singing and
so
you guys
at
were
the end, we
laughing.
had to laugh. So what he would do, because we're pretending, we're on board. Oh, cool. I can say whatever I want, and right.
Yeah.
He had to tickle us. Like, he grabbed both of us at the end of all the songs, and we had to pretend like we were laughing.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why. But anyway, that's before.
Your relationship with your parents, would you say you're closer to your mom or your dad or both?
I think I'm equally close to both of them. Like, I just came from a trip. We just came from Japan with my mom, and that was myself, Zia, Ram, and my mom, the four of us. And then before that, a year ago, we went to the States with my dad because my baby brother, Santino, he lives in Las Vegas. So we try to go there every October. This October, we stayed with my mom and went to Japan.
Okay, so it's equal, like
Yeah.
Evenly distributed
Evenly
and
distributed,
stuff like that.
I guess.
How was it growing up, like being the eldest, and then how old is your next sibling? How old is Ram?
Ram
And then-
is, how old am I? I'm 30. Ram is 27. So, and our youngest brother, Santino, he just turned 11.
I think this is what a lot of people want to know. When, as you were a teenager, being a Nievera, was it easier to, let's say, to get a girl, to get into a relationship? Did it have a plus factor?
No, I did not want a girlfriend in school.
Okay.
That's why I still have all my friends. But that's why. I mean, I was also very, very big. Like I'm always very chunky. But when I was in high school and all that, I was very big. So I don't know. I was the funny one, I guess. I was the one that everyone wanted to talk to and, just get a laugh from.
Okay. So you were pretty popular among your friends also.
No, man.
yeah?
I was just the one that people spoke to about things and just made jokes.
So you had a lot of wisdom at the time.
I don't know if they were wisdom. I don't know if that was wise. It was just sarcastic.
But then now, what about love life? I mean, how do you balance your love life between your professional life? I mean, because it keeps you busy, right? You got a lot of things going for you. You're producing,
Yeah, but we were both in the same kind of business. My girlfriend Zia and I are both trying to do the band thing, make it work without having to rely on our parents and all that. So it doesn't take a lot of time away. I mean, when I do the radio shows, the only time because I have to go somewhere at a certain time and then come back. But that's it, really.
Okay, but
Aside
then
from
there's
that.
a lot of understanding there
So
anyway.
we understand each other.
Because it's the same industry.
Same job.
Speaking of which, music is something that I've always been interested in, but fortunately, it's not something that's interested in me. So after we eat, would it be okay to actually get a sample on the stage and
absolutely.
stuff?
I'll play some parts. Is where you are, not where I'm in. Is where you are, not where I'm in. Tell me, maybe follow them on my way.
Galing.
Thank you.
Robin, that's really nice, but it's kind of different from your parents, right? What was their opinion on your genre of
Well, I don't
music?
know about that answer. That's a good question. I think they approve it naman. It's not like them because the music that they grew up with when they were younger than me, but when they started, diba? I'm 30, but my mom started when she was 15, my dad when he was 20. That could be wrong. But when they started, the music that they still sing is still the music that they grew up with.
Right.
So the music that I make now is the music that I grew up with. So that's why there's gonna be like a big difference.
Because of the generation
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything and the trends. And can I ask, what were your challenges as a musician, basically, when you were growing up to develop your own style?
So the biggest challenge wasn't finding a genre because I know the genre that I like. I came along, I wrote a song for you. The biggest challenge is having people who listen to me understand that it's not the same as my parents because they're expecting that, and then I don't sound like them. And it's because I love the music that they listen to. I love the music that they've made in the past, but it's not. I can't sing like my dad.
Correct.
My love will always be with you. Like if you ask me now, I wouldn't know how to play it because they're very difficult. And I don't sing like him. His range is much higher than mine. But so that's why there's a huge difference. So the challenge is really trying to. It's not stepping out of a shadow. It's more of having people understand that I'm not the same person as my mom and dad were or are.
Who is your biggest influencer, if there's more than one? I mean, even in the foreign scene, or
There's a lot. They change. They change every 2 years, just to change the way you make an album. So I've done 3 albums, but the bands and the musicians that have really touched me and that I've kept, still like Cesar Aguas and Rick Mercado. Those guys actually taught me how to play. Not every single day. I didn't take lessons, but they gave me insight on how to play and make music that I just never ever forgot. Foreign bands, I'm a huge Dave Matthews fan, John Mayer fan, Jack White fan. So it gets really noisy, but I'm taming it down for everybody. I'm really taming it down for everybody.
Okay. Do you like being a singer or a musician? And I know you also produce music, right?
I produce music. I produce videos. I did 9 music videos for the first time last year. That was fun. I produce music. That's what I would like to do for the rest of my life.
Right.
Yeah.
You'd like to be a producer, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's it, really. I like producing things. I like working behind the scenes just as much as I would like to be out of it.
So you like the whole thing? It's like the whole music industry.
Except acting. I don't act.
Except acting.
I can't act. So we won't go there.
Okay. Any unforgettable gigs or unforgettable experiences in your journey in music?
I had one gig. We wanted to, my band and I, maybe 4 years ago. It's quite a long story. We wanted to play in the States. So what we did was to join this contest, to join this music festival, we had to put 3 of our songs on the internet. Every band had to do that.
Okay.
Now the way you get picked is it's like YouTube. You listen to the song, and if you get X amount of views from all over the world, you get picked. They call you. You just pay for your ticket. So we had the money to pay for the ticket. So we didn't make it to the States, but because we put our music on the internet, someone from Hong Kong called us and said, we'll give you 2 shows in Hong Kong. Do you want to come? We said, we'll do it. We'll do the Hong Kong thing. So we played in Hong Kong. They put us in this secret gig place. It felt like a concert, but it was smaller than this bar. The stage was like an Araneta concert. It was huge.
The stage was huge, but the audience
was very tight.
Okay.
So we were like, well, it's interesting. So when we played, they also made me the last band. So they had no idea who I was. They've never bought my album. So these people, random people, just came in and watched. There were 4 bands before us. We were last. We played at midnight, and it was our best gig. And they went crazy. They went nuts. And it's like, what's happening? They didn't even know who we are. So that was my favorite gig. That still is my favorite gig
Okay.
ever.
Thoughts on the Philippine music industry in general right now?
It's way better. It's always been great. Don't get me wrong. For the past, I always thought that some singers, some bands would take their ideas from another country and they would try to copy that, like copy paste it. But now it's becoming more of an influence kind of thing instead of copying them. And I love that. I love where the bands are going. I love where the singers are going. I love that the world is slowly appreciating Filipino music. So I love where the music scene is going.
So it's very promising, basically.
It's promising, absolutely.
Okay, because you're doing a lot of things. Like you said a while ago, behind the stage, in front of the stage. And is there a particular thing that you prefer? Like, do you like writing more? Do you like composing? Do you like producing? Or is it all the same, depending?
I like coming up with I like the first step of everything, where you come up with a concept.
Right.
Okay, I can't write a song if I don't have a concept for the album, because then I want that whole album to feel, together. So the same thing that goes with like a commercial or a music video. My favorite part is meeting with. If it's me, then it's just me and my thoughts. But if I'm meeting with someone who's like, I need a music video, I'll get all their ideas, and then I would like to talk to them and then put it together and make it a real thing.
Okay, and for our viewers, Robin, can you talk a little bit about your albums? Is there like a special something you wanna?
All the albums that a composer makes are all special. So for me, my album came out. last year. This time last year, yeah. And it's on Spotify, so there's no reason to not buy it. Because you don't have to buy it. You can buy it anyway. So I did make CDs for it because I'm an old soul. I wanted a CD. So there's that. You can get the album. It's on Spotify. It's called Dare. There are music videos for it. You just go to YouTube, tap down my name, and type down Dare. You will see the 3 songs that I made. We're gonna make more music videos. So next year, I'm gonna try to do another album, depending on what happens with the other parts of my job. But yeah, hopefully another album comes out next year.
Well, sort of like nearing the time that you have to go on the Wish Bus and the road show. But before we do that, can you give us another sample while we're still here, and then I'll join you on the bus in a bit.
Okay, cool.
That's very good, Robin.
Thank you,
Very
thank
good.
you.
And I always wanted to, actually that's my frustration, to actually be able to sing. But unfortunately...
Anyone can sing, man.
Seriously.
Anyone can sing.
Yeah, I'll put more oomph into it. But anyway, thank you very much. I'll be excited to join you on the bus in a little while. So guys, don't go away. Spotlight will be right back after these messages.
You should come on the bus.
Yeah. Oh no.
Not for this.
Nobody will listen to me if I even tried to sing. I'm serious.
You don't have to sing. You don't have to sing. Don't even worry about it.
Everything's fair in love in the world. It's taking my heart, taking my soul, I'm losing no control. Everything's fair in love in the world.
Wow, speaking of wishes coming true, one of my wishes just got granted, and that's to actually be on the Wish Bus legally. We're waiting for DJ Robin to come up. He's changing for his show, for the road show, and he should be here momentarily, and I'll be able to talk to him further and find out more about stuff that I don't know about being on the Wish Bus and how it actually goes. And there, I see him. Hey, Robin!
The bus is moving.
Yes, good to
Hello.
see you again.
Yes.
This is my favorite part. It
Your
looks
favorite
like,
part?
yes, because I can't believe I'm actually here.
Well, let me welcome you to the bus.
Thank
The
you.
same way I welcome everybody.
Uh-huh.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, DJ Robin. DJ Robin, can you tell us a little bit about how you started with this job?
The way I started was a year ago. It's been a year exactly.
Exactly.
So I've been here for a year. Before that, maybe 14 months ago, what happened was Wish didn't have a DJ for the bus. So what they did was they got different guests every single day.
Like a guest DJ every
and
day.
they would be the DJ, and then they still have guests. They sit down there. So I guested, and I interviewed. I didn't interview anyone from this country. My guest was some Whitney Houston tribute singer from the States. The fun part about being a radio DJ is you don't need a script.
Okay.
You can sit her down and just talk like this. you
Like
know,
this, yeah.
Converse. She had so much fun. We promoted her concert.
The chemistry, the
Yeah.
spontaneity, all
Yeah.
of that.
So I guess they liked the fact that I didn't need a script. So they called me during the anniversary of Wish, and I came, and then that's when they asked me. I just asked me, "Would you like to try out?" I said, "Sure." So that's when they gave me a week, and after that week, maybe 2 weeks later, I'm here now.
And everything is history. And
been a
we're on
year.
the bus now. It's been a
Yeah.
year. So, Robin, were you doing any other radio work before Wish 107.5?
It had been years before. I worked for RJ's radio station for about 2 months lang.
Okay,
Because
so it's a short stint.
It was short. I wanted to do more of it, except my hours were 8 to 12.
Okay.
So very early in the morning, and it was way too traffic to get there, so I was always late. And then in the afternoon, I would go to mix. So it may have been 5-6 years ago already since I've had a radio gig, but I couldn't do it anymore because of my hours.
Was it always something you enjoyed?
I loved it.
Ah.
I loved it. I like talking about music. Like, I don't talk about a lot of things very well, but music, even if I don't understand a lot of the bands I'm talking about, I can get into it. I can come up with opinions, and getting to meet them is the better thing. So what I loved with my old radio show was I got to pick who I got to interview. They just had to wake up at 8 in the morning. So I never had a lot of guests. Here on Wish, every day I have a guest.
Yes.
So I love that. You know, they promote whatever they want to promote, and we talk about their music, and which is something that a lot of artists don't really get to do. They talk about their album, they talk about their concerts, but they never get to talk about how much they love to sing the song, and I want them to talk about that here on the show.
Your career as a DJ, do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? Let's say 5 years from now.
5 years from now, if I'm still with Wish, maybe I'm not a DJ anymore, because that can always change. But I would love to always help Wish with what they are as a product. Because in 5 years from now, I see this bus staying here in Manila, maybe have a bus in Cebu, maybe have a bus in
Davao.
Davao and all. That's
Right.
here, but I also see the bus going to Japan, going
To
to
America.
the States, because there's so many singers there. You know,
And a
going
lot
to
of Filipino
Europe.
talent, right?
Absolutely. Even if it's not, the thing is, I don't want it to just be Filipino talent.
Of course.
It starts here.
Yes.
We know that. But if we can get
Other
international
talents,
singers who aren't famous come here and they get famous because of Wish, that's the bigger dream for me.
When you said you've been here for a year already, and then so much has happened, and you've interviewed many people, right? As a guest
Many.
DJ, and of course as the main DJ here already for 1 year. If you were to choose, and I heard off cam a while ago while I was waiting for you that you actually interviewed your father in the chair that I'm sitting in now, right?
3 times.
3 times, okay. So if you were to choose, or at least have the opportunity to interview just one more person, it doesn't have to be local, it could be international or anywhere, who would it be?
Man.
And why?
That is a good question that I've never really thought about.
Now I'm getting you.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting
No,
you
because
on the spot.
you're giving me one person to interview.
Yes.
One person to interview. Maybe on this bus, do you know who Bono is? That would be the guy that, because he's not just, he's a musician, he's a rock star, he's a legend, but he's also very open to other things.
Yes.
He stands for a lot of good things. And it's nice, you know, I talk about music a lot, but I would like to interview him because I would ask him, obviously, a lot of things about music, but we can also talk about other things that are happening around the world. That's why I would pick Bono.
Okay, so that would be a long interview.
That would be the whole day.
Yeah, that
That'd
would
be
be
all
the
4
whole day
hours.
because there's just so many topics to cover.
Absolutely.
Okay, so thank you so much for your time, DJ Robin. I
Thank you
wish
very much, guys.
all of the best, and I know that you have a few guests that are coming, so I have to exit my chair. But it was really nice meeting you, and I'm glad we were able to actually go to many places to talk about your life.
Absolutely.
And wishing you the best, and maybe one of these years I'd be able to talk to you again, and we'd have a totally different
Yeah, I'm sure.
totally different topics to talk about.
You should come on the bus.
Yeah. Oh no!
Not for this.
Nobody will listen to me if I even tried to sing. I'm serious.
You don't have to sing. You don't have to sing. Don't even worry about it. But thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very
so
much.
much.
It's great being on the show. Thank you so much.
So there you have it, guys. The very versatile life of Wish 107.5's DJ Robin. We were able to go through his life from his younger days with his parents, growing up, developing his love for music in all aspects, and finally becoming Wish FM's DJ. And also, thank you so much for this spotlight episode aboard the Wish Bus, as you were also able to make one of my small wishes come true. So until next time, stay with us every Saturday from 4:30 to 5 p.m. as we bring you the lives of the people we believe you should know right here on Spotlight.